Hello healthcare viewers, this is Gaston, admin of the healthcare engineering team. We are really glad to launch another new series which is known as Modern Healthcare, where we are going to talk about modern healthcare technologies applied in the healthcare sector. As our first video in this Modern Healthcare series, we are going to talk about 3D bioprinters. You may have heard about 3D bioprinters before. 3D bioprinters are modern technology which are being applied in the healthcare sector in these modern days. Bioprinters are printers we use to print body organs. Bioprinters can support us to get body organs without getting transplanted. So we can print our human body organs from our cells. With the help of bioprinters, we can print our body parts from our stem cells, and we don't need to go for organ transplantation. Our team member Krutiga is explaining wonderfully about 3D bioprinters and how we are getting the benefits from 3D bioprinters. We are releasing this video in part-wise, part 1 as well as part 2. We request our healthcare viewers to watch the entire parts 1 and 2 to get a clear idea about 3D bioprinters and to update your knowledge. We would like to request you all to subscribe our Healthcare Engineering YouTube channel so that we can provide more informative videos like this in future. Please subscribe and support us. Thank you.
Dear healthcare professionals and my dear viewers, welcome to Healthcare Engineering channel. I am R. Surya alias Kritika, a biomedical engineer from Healthcare Engineering team. I am so glad that our team have an opportunity to have a presentation like this. I always like to share the knowledge and experiences what I gained from the industry with you all, and this makes me and our team to create such an amazing and knowledgeable presentations like this. I strongly believe that all kinds of healthcare professionals and students can learn a lot from our channel and blog to update their knowledge by knowing the trendings in modern healthcare world. Therefore, I would like to welcome you all to subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications instantly once we post our informative video. And also you can visit our blog www.learnbiomedengine.blogspot.com to learn more on the concepts we share in our videos. We can advertise your healthcare products, we can promote your healthcare events, we can provide supports to boost up your healthcare business, we can provide technical reviews for your medical devices and many more online supports. If you are interested to get the support from us, please contact us to our email ID. So, Healthcare Engineering team also active in these social media platforms. If you want to get more updates regarding healthcare, you can follow any one of the platform or all of these. And also, if you are a healthcare professional who wanted to give information regarding healthcare sector means, you can utilize our WhatsApp group to share your thoughts. Today, we are gonna see a new topic, 3D bioprinting of tissues and organs. So, let's get into the video. First of all, what is 3D bioprinting? It is defined as the process of making three-dimensional solid objects from the digital life. It is also known as additive manufacturing. Why it is known as additive manufacturing in sense? The creation of 3D printed object is achieved by using additive process. In this process, an object is created by laying down successive layers of material until the entire object is created. So each of these layers can be seen as a tiny sliced horizontal cross section of the eventual object. So this is about what is 3D bioprinting. We are gonna see a basic concept of 3D bioprinting. So the idea of 3D bioprinting evolved directly from the technology that everyone knows is the inkjet printer. So watch the HP or Epson machine come out a printed page, and there can be noted that the printed head driven by a motor moves in horizontal strips across a sheet of paper. As it moves, ink stored in the cartridge space through tiny nozzles and falls on the page in a series of fine drops. The drops build up to create an image with high resolution setting, depositing more ink than lower resolution setting. To achieve a full top to bottom coverage, the paper sheet located beneath the print head rolls up vertically. So this is the illustration of the working mechanism of an inkjet printer. So there is a limitations of inkjet printer is that it is only capable to print 2 dimension, that is x-axis and y-axis. So 3D printer overcomes this by adding a mechanism to print along an additional axis, usually labeled the z-axis in mathematical applications. So this mechanism is an elevator that moves a platform up and down. With such an arrangement, the ink head can lay down material from side to side, but it can also deposit layers vertically as the elevator draws the platform down and away from the print head. Fill the cartridge with plastic and the printer will output a 3-dimensional plastic widget. Fill it with cells and it will output a mass of cells. So conceptually, bioprinting is really that simple. In reality, it's a bit more challenging. So we all know that organs contain some more than one type of material. So because the material is a living tissue, it needs to receive nutrients and oxygen. To accommodate this, bioprinting companies have modified their bioprinters to better serve the medical community. So this is about the basic concept of 3D bioprinting. Bioprinting pointers. So several experimental bioprinters have already been built. First, in 2002, Professor Makoto Nakamura from University of Toyama realized that the droplets of ink in a standard inkjet printer are about the same size as human cells. So another bioprinting pioneer is Organovo. So this company was set up by a research group led by a Professor Gabor Forgas from the University of Missouri in March 2008. Since 2008, Organovo has worked with a company called Invitech to create a commercial bioprinter called the Novagen MMX. So this is loaded with bioink spheroids. It is actually look like a spheroids that each contain an aggregate of tens of thousands of cells to create its output. So the Novagen first lays down the single layer of water-based biopaper made from collagen or gelatin or other hydrogels. So this bioink spheroids are then injected into the water-based material as you all seen in the illustrated diagram, and also it subsequently added to build up the final project so that the adjacent matrix or bring a perfect organ in the output. Amazingly, nature then takes over and the bioink spheroids slowly fuse together as it looks like a perfect organ. As this occurs, the biopaper dissolves away or is otherwise removed, thereby leaving a final bioprinted body part or tissue. So this is the process that taking place in bioprinting process in Novagen MMX. In December 2010, Organovo created the first blood vessel to the bioprinted using cell culture from a single person. So the company has also successfully implanted bioprinted nerve grafts into rats and anticipates human trials. However, it also expects that the first commercial application of the bioprinters will be produce simple human structures for toxicology test, and also Organovo anticipates that the first human organ will be a kidney. So this is because in functional terms, kidney are one of the most straightforward parts of the body, as we all know. So the first bioprinted kidney may in fact not even need to look just like its normal counterpart or duplicate all of its features. So rather it will simply have to be capable of cleaning waste products from the blood. So this is about the Organovo has developed this research process of bioprinting 3D systems, regenerative scaffolds and bones. A further research team with the long-term goal of producing human organs on demand has created an EnvisionTech bioplotter. So this is the illustration of EnvisionTech 3D bioplotter. Like Organovo's Novagen MMX, this output bioink tissue spheroids and supportive scaffolds material, including fibrin and collagen hydrogels. So in addition, the EnvisionTech can also print a wider range of biomaterials that include biodegradable polymers and ceramics that may be used to support help from artificial organs, etc. Most team implanted bioprinted scaffolds in the place of the hip bones of several rabbits. So Washington State University created 3D printers to create a bone-like material to repair injuries to human bone. In situ bioprinting, so this is the illustration of heel wound by an in situ bioprinting. So it is a future aspect. Before mentioned, a research progress will in time permit organs to be bioprinted in a lab from a culture of a patient's own cells. So such developments could therefore spark a medical revolution. Nevertheless, others are already trying to do further by developing techniques that will enable cells to be printed directly onto or into the human body in situ. Sometime next decade, doctors may therefore be able to scan wounds and spray on layers of cells to very rapidly heal them. So this is about just what is an in situ bioprinting. Cosmetic applications. So as well as allowing keyhole bioprinters to repair organs inside the patient during an operation, in situ bioprinting could also have cosmetic applications. For example, face printers may be created. So these would evaporate existing flesh and simultaneously replace it with new cells to exact patient specifications. People could therefore download a face scan from the internet and have it applied to themselves. Alternatively, some teenagers may have their own face scanned. They used to scan their own face and then reapplied every few minutes to achieve apparent perpetual youth. So this is the illustration of the face printers, a cosmetic application of bioprinters. So idea of having the cells of your face slowly burnt away by a laser and reprinted to order may sound like a nightmare that nobody would ever choose to endure. However, as we all know, many people today go under the knife to achieve far less cosmeticology. When this technology is available to create them, face printers, let alone printers capable of printing new muscles without the hassle of exercise. Therefore, every likely to find a market of these cosmetic application. Basic components of 3D bioprinter. So this is the illustration of the overall components that present in the 3D bioprinter.